Hey guys, welcome back to another Star Wars Black Series figure review. Today in the Star Wars Black Series line, we've got Star Wars Black Series Baze Malbus from Star Wars Rogue One. And yeah, before we get into this figure, we'll take a look at his packaging. So for Baze's packaging here, it says Rogue One Star Wars Story and Baze Malbus in like a tealish color. Move up says Star Wars Black Series. Star Wars Black Series down there, Baze Malbus, and then a cool shot of his mural right here with Scarif in the background. Bigger shot right there. Star Wars Rogue One number 5. Baze Malbus, there's his bio if you want to pause and read that, and Black Series at the top there. Now we'll set his packaging aside and take a look at Baze Malbus, the figure, and take a look at his accessories, and yeah. Okay, Baze Malbus here, he comes with sort of like a combined accessory. He comes with his backpack here, and this like chain, and of course his blaster. But yeah, the chain just plugs in there, has this nice rubbery effect to it with these wires and like these squares. This blaster here has some red paint, some silverish, like dark silver, some lighter silver, and some gray all over the blaster on the top near the scope. And yeah, there's the same red paint on the other side. And his backpack here has this sort of hard cape here. It's got these copper wires, this red like funnel with some silver paint, some silver all over the backpack, near the bottom, on the side, the back. There's the peg right there, and then of course the red that kind of just conjoins everywhere. And yeah, so you just plug it in the back here, and yeah, so there you have Baze Malbus's gun, blaster, and his backpack, which is pretty accurate, I gotta say, from the movie. And yeah, you just plug it into the back here. There's a little hole that you just plug it in, and it looks great. Backpack on, you've got the cape in the back. I can get him to stand. His ankles aren't too good for me because of the backpack kind of adds more weight to it, and it starts to topple over. So I put it in this hand, it starts to fall out a bit, but it's due to the fact that it doesn't go in this hand, because I found that out after, or sort of later in the video, because this is an editing commander cycle here. But yeah, if you just put it in his hand, it looks good. But yeah, we'll just plug it out for now, and yeah, we'll set Baze Malbus aside and we'll take a look at his detail and everything. So for Baze Malbus here, we just gotta take a look. Of course, this is the new photo reel, as you can tell with the shininess of the head. It does look pretty good. He's got like these ropes around his hair, kind of like bundling it together. He's got a beard that has this nice brown paint to it and a little bit of like a lighter wash, and his black hair is also pretty shiny. And then he has this like neck piece here, neck armor, that has this little yellow triangle here. He's got a walkie-talkie, which is painted silver. He's got this sort of other part of his chest armor that's got some silver on it. He's got like this little piece here that's got a red, silver on his belt, some pouches, even the buttons on the pouches are silver, and then there's like that bone color. On the back here, he comes with this little silver painted walkie-talkie, which is removable, which is nice, a little secret little accessory here, which connects to the belt. And I'm pretty sure all the Rogue One newer figures come with hidden accessories, because I know Jyn Erso comes with her little baton, but I'm not sure what the other ones come with. But yeah, he's got these baggy jeans. He's got, of course, there's the peg right there. He's got this like shoulder pad on this side, but not on that other side with the bone color. He has a bone colored sort of gloves, more like a yellowish. He's got this white and red sort of gauntlet near like the wrist and everything. See, there's not the bone colored pad there. Same with the leg here. On the thigh, there's this bone colored one with like a macaroni noodle painted red, but not on the other side. There's also a red knee pad. And yeah, so that's Baze Malbus's detail. Now we'll set him aside and take a look at his articulation. So for Baze Malbus here, his head can look about that far back and that far forward. So there's not much articulation to the head, and there's a bit of tilt, and it can 360 around, and he can go back and forward not too much. So there's barely any ab crunch at the chest. He cannot even hula hoop, which is sad, but he can T-pose about that far. And if you move the arms down, arm can give it even like the slightest bit above 90. There is rotation at the wrist from side to side, and side to side on the elbow, and there is up and down on the trigger finger, so that's at least a plus. But yeah, he does have some thigh swivel, but it's really hard because my figure is kind of like detense a little bit. Double knee can get about that far back. Foot can get about that far back, and not too much forward. There's like a slightest bit of forward, but there's also some rocker to it. But yeah, that was Baze Malbus' articulation. Now we're gonna take a look at some scaling with some Rogue One figures. So here we have Baze Malbus next to, on the left, Cassian Andor, and on the right, Jyn Erso from the 3-pack. And yeah, here we have Baze Malbus next to some Imperial Stormtroopers. On the left, we have him next to the Archive Hover Tank Pilot, and on the right, the Death Trooper Imperial Commander. And also here we have Baze Malbus next to, on the left, the KX Security Droid, which is supposed to stand in for K2SO, which because it's basically the same exact thing. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching another Star Wars Black Series figure review. It may have been a little bit of a shorter one today, but this is a really cool figure. And yeah, please like, subscribe, share. We're almost at 30 subs. As of right now, we're at 29. But yeah, please share, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys next time. And thank you guys so much for watching, and Commander Cycle out.